Flag. One lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Kyle Busch looking for his 8th win of 2018. One of the best in NASCAR, looking for another shot at the championship. Kyle Busch through 3 and 4 for the final time. Kyle Busch is going to win in the desert.
And Denny Hamlin is close enough. If the 9 makes a mistake, he will be there. Big arc by the 11, trying to get to the bottom of this corner, have a straight drive off. And he's really wide right there. Doesn't really lose a lot, but he's pushing as hard as he can.
Yeah, he's just searching, trying to find something different, trying to find some speed somewhere. You see Truex underneath, Johnson behind him.
There's a car in front of these two. Will that affect Chase Elliott in the line that he chooses?
It's all going to be where they catch that car. Is it in a bad spot, or does he find way by without an issue? Oh, that is a bad spot to get by him.
You hope he just pulls over.
Yeah, he pulls over. Quinhouse going to pull over, get out of the way of this battle for the lead.
We've seen a lot of issues in turn 6 today. Very tough braking. The 9 does a nice job. Will he get a good acceleration off? There you go, Rick. 2 more chicanes to the start-finish line. Andy with a much lower exit, but that 9 car just really got out of turn 6 so much better. Able to put a good distance there. Chase is going to look in the mirror and feel like, man, all right. Got a little more comfort there between me and the 11.
Clearly, Chase Elliott's a little bit quicker, but how about Denny Hamlin? Every week, it seems, we see him battling for the win.
Man, Denny drove it in there.
He did.
Way
it work. Going to get beat on this exit, but Denny Hamlin with a big surge there into the rear chicane.
Earlier, we heard Mario Andretti talk about history and making history. It was a historic event today. The Cup Series running on the road course at Daytona for the first time ever. A big challenge out of Denny Hamlin here one last time. But trying to make history, the 9 of Chase Elliott, 3 road course wins in a row. He's going to win at Daytona. That is your checkered flag.
Flag in the wind. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. 5 times in NASCAR history, the final pass of the race has been Kyle Busch passing Martin Truex for the win.
And one mistake that can happen is coming up right here. This is turn 3, the left-hander going to a right-hand turn 3, downhill into turn 4. You can very easily you'll lose traction braking into this corner.
I just watched Kyle Busch do those turns 2 and 3, and his car was sideways. I mean, he's pushing hard as he can. He's out of grip. I think he's pretty well had it.
And I think this is why Martin Truex Jr. has been so successful today. His car rotates in the middle of the carousel and launches and drives off of this corner so well that Kyle Busch can't get close enough to him to even outbrake him in turn 7.
Yeah. Again, I just go back to what Cole Pern said. We got to hope Kyle Busch is using up his stuff because we know how aggressive he is, and I believe that's what happened.
The only last lap pass at Sonoma for the win so far. 1991, when Larry Mack's driver Davey Allison passed Ricky Rudd for the win. Then, of course, there was Tony Stewart and Denny Hamlin. But that was a race of a different sort.
And I was going to say, all those were questionable of whether they were actually passes.
Look at Martin. He looks back, says, I think I got this. And guess what?
There it is.
I think he's got it,
wow,
too.
6 car lengths in the middle of turn 11, and it might as well be 6 miles. Around the final corner to the checkered flag, Martin Truex Jr. 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Larson is 0.8 of a second back. Closing. He was a 10th faster than Johnson that last lap, but he's going to run out of time. Jimmy Johnson last in victory lane at Homestead. Jimmy Johnson, Lowe's, Hendrick Motorsports, and Chevrolet win in Texas. They beat Kyle Larson by 4
lap. The 10 making contact with Suarez. The 8 almost goes around, able to save it.
That pass for Bowman over Elliott puts him in.
And Almirola passing Suarez will eliminate the 42, I believe, as we have a race for the lead on the right side of the screen.
42 drops below the cutoff line. Now the race for the win on the right side.
I think Jimmy Johnson, big wreck. Almirola made it through. I think Jimmy Johnson has enough points. He can push the issue right here. We had a lot of people have problems.
The fight for the win, the fight for the playoff transfer.
He's going to have to come out of this chicane, turn 12. He's going to have to come out of there on the back bumper, that 78, to make a move in the braking zone of 16 and 17.
Yeah, so 48's only 7 points to the good, so he may
He's
not
there.
afford it. But
Look, he's there. What a great corner.
Here they come through the final banked curve at Charlotte Roval. Now he goes to the inside. Here comes Jimmy Johnson.
Oh!
Blocks the brakes up.
Oh, he's
And he's going
spinning.
to slide. He slides through the middle. Truex gets
Truex
tagged.
is gone.
Now it'll be a fight for the finish line. Ryan Blaney and the 12 will win.
he stopped. He came to a full stop to make sure that he was good with NASCAR.